How to better your finances, step by step by step, systematically. You see, a lot of times we get caught up in wanting to better our finances, so we do a lot of searching and looking for certain things, which may be how you stumbled upon this video. But a lot of times we got to understand that success and wealth building should be systematic, not just winging it, trying to put everything together, which that has worked. But if you can save yourself time, energy, and money, then I highly recommend that. And this is something that many people have used in order to create a massive amount of wealth, and it gives them a systematic approach in order to better their finances step by step. Now, I will say this, not every solution is something that you feel you want to do. So get out of the mindset, before we even dive in, get out of the mindset of, well, if I don't favor it, then I ain't going to do it. Because you might hold yourself back from what you can really obtain or accomplish as it relates to having personal financial success. This is what this is about. And sometimes you have to stretch yourself. Sometimes you have to think a little different. All the time you have to think a little different and switch your mentality on certain things if you want to go where you're trying to head. Because you got to understand, the current way of you thinking is why you're where you're at now and not, at the place that you want to be, which is why you stumbled up on this video. So in order to get to a place that you've never been, you got to think thoughts that you've never thought. Because if the you that you currently are could get to the place that you want to be, you would have already been there. So switch the mentality. Try not to rule out something just because of hearsay or, well, I tried that. No, you have not, with the right mentality. Because if you look at something from a different perspective, a lot of times the things you look at changes because your perspective has changed on it. So you got to understand the power in it. Two people can see the same thing, but perspective changes everything. I'm going to give this brief story, and then I'll go ahead and get into the content. Listen, two people can look at the rain, and this is me and my wife. It's raining, and I had to fix, after I start saying it, she started adopting and understanding the mentality. It can be raining, pouring down outside. At some point, she might have said, dang, it's raining, da-da-da-da. And I get that mentality. But you wouldn't appreciate the sun if it wasn't for the rain. If it was sunny every day, you would neglect it. You would, would be so normal that you would brush it off and not even appreciate it. But the fact that it's two different types of seasons or, days, one being sunny, one being rainy, makes you appreciate the sun. But this is what happens with a lot of people. They'll see that it's raining and be like, it's raining, and they feel bad, or they adopt the gloom that goes along with rain. And many times moods are lower due to it being raining sometimes. Now, this is what you got to understand, and this is where she had her light bulb moment. When it's raining, and of course I already broke down that without the rain, you wouldn't be able to appreciate the sun, but this is the kicker. When it's raining, somewhere, and I don't know where I got this from, I switched my mentality to say, look, if it's raining, that means the seeds that I've been planting, the work that I've been putting in, are getting watered. Think about it. You think a farmer, a person who owns farms, you think they've ever complained about the rain? If anything, they want it to rain because they know that the rain is what's going to allow the crops to grow and flourish due to the fact that they've been planting seeds. So rain is not a bad thing as long as you've been planting seeds. And if you adopt that mentality and understand that that's how the universe works, then you won't be upset about some of the rainy days because you understand that that helps fertilize some of the seeds that you've been planting. And you can apply that to all areas of life once you get that. So anytime it's raining, anytime it's a dark moment, understand that you are being fertilized. Understand that the seeds that you have been planting are preparing for harvest, and it'll take you a long way. So try not to approach this with the same mentality that you may have had before, because then you view it with your past way of thinking that has led you to where you are, versus adopting a new way of thinking that can take you to where you want to go. So that being said, let's talk about personal finances. What up? You got Mr. Smith, 0.5 of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and in this video I want to just talk to you about a systematic way to go about bettering your finances. And I feel like this is a membership personal financial success system that everybody should have. At least start now, but I think everybody should at least have this in their toolbox at all times for several reasons. But it removes the guesswork. It positions you to have a network, and then at the same time, it positions you to grow in more ways than one. So now you're accomplishing multiple goals all in one place, all in one location, just by applying the things that we teach. So let's dive in. Now, where is the system derived from? What is personal financial success? What is the personal financial success system that I feel like everybody should adopt, or at least consider having in their toolbox, no matter what walk of life you come from, or no matter where you are? Because I'm not going to assume that you're doing bad financially, but I will say this. Either A, you can definitely benefit from this, or B, if you've already accomplished certain financial goals, you know other people who can, so it allows you to give somebody a systematic way to hit their goals, opposed to you being on your high horse and not having a way to teach them. Now, if you're already teaching and empowering people, salute. See if this fits and resonates with you, and if it can benefit somebody that you know who may be able to also benefit. Now, that said, sorry about that. That said, we're going to keep this going. I just need to silence it just in case it does that again. All right. Boom. That being said, let's dive in. So where is this system coming from? What is the personal financial success system / company? Glad you asked. Let's dive straight into it. And I'm going to turn my slides on. I may turn my camera off throughout this presentation if I feel like my image is getting in the way. But we should be good to go. So let me make sure. Boom. All right. So the personal financial success company. I call it a system because it's individualized to you, because it'll be a system that you'll be using in order to hit your financial goals. First two things I want you to point out is a company by the name of MyEcon. You may have heard of it, may have not. You may have been a part of it, may have not. But if you're a part of it and you're no longer a part of it, then it's something that you might have missed about this that kept you from sticking with it, because this is about you, hence the name. You can't say the name without including yourself, MyEcon. You know what I mean? You can't say the name without claiming it. So you got to understand that you have to be in control of your finances, not someone else. And many people have a hard time embracing that they're in full control of their life, their finances. And if you have that problem making that connection, then you really disconnect yourself from the economy that you can create. So MyEcon is short for My Economy, because we feel that if you can control your own economy, you don't have to worry about the economy. So no matter how good or bad the economy is doing, you're doing well because you have taken full control of your own finances, and this is the personal financial success company. A lot of people do things from an angle of, or they represent and celebrate their success based on how well the company is doing. Well, we did this as a company. The company did this. That's fine. But how we recognize success is how the individual is doing. So if the person that got access to the system is having success stories, then that's how we rate our success here in MyEcon. So let's dive in. All right. There we go. Boom. All right. So let's talk about the company. 16-year-old company. So we've been around the ups and downs, made it through peaks and valleys, different things. So we've been around over a decade and a half. A debt-free company, meaning the company doesn't owe anyone a dime. Technology-driven, so we keep up with the times. Based out of Atlanta, Georgia, and over $500 million in cash flow for the reps, not the company, for the reps. So that's what I was talking about. So understand that over $500 million has been generated in the hands of those who are part of this system. We want to take it to the billion, but we need you. I'm proud to be a part of the $500 million in cash flow that has been generated for people who are members of this company. So we need to get to $1 billion, and that's where you come in at. Now, personal financial success. Basically, what is personal financial success? By our definition, it's having enough cash flow to support our lifestyles during our working years and retirement years, because we all have a time frame where we'll be working, but then you reach a time frame where you'll no longer be working, also known as retirement. During that time, you want to have enough cash flow to support, keep a roof over your head, meals on the table, travel from time to time. So you need some good cash flow even during your working years. But there will come a time where you'll no longer be working, so you know that you want to also have something in place that will pay you when you're not working. I want you to answer this question. How long do you think that you will need some type of income coming in? And I'm sure your answer is forever. You can never think of a time where you won't need some type of cash flow, income, revenue, something coming in to afford the life that you desire to live. Why? Because we live in that type of society. We have to pay for certain things. So you got to center yourself in a way that allows you to take care of this lifestyle, but also position yourself to take care of your future lifestyle without having to, fall off track. Now, so the financial success system will position you to keep more of your money and make more money. You see, a lot of times people think about only this part, making more money. That's great, but if you keep more money, now it's a different ball game. Don't think solely about just making more money. Sometimes keeping more cash flow or increasing your cash flow is about giving less money away. Hence, keeping more money. Now, so how do we help you keep more money? We have an income shifting membership. Our income shifting membership, which is a membership that I feel everybody in the nation should have access to because it gives you the foundation you need. This is something that literally could be a curriculum that could be taught in schools due to the fact that this is what the schools are lacking. They teach a lot of stuff that don't even benefit you in life. So you got to get some life skills, and one of the life skills that we all must have is financial literacy life skills. The income shifting membership helps you do that. Most people are hardworking Americans. They work a job. And a lot of times if they work their job, either ends aren't meeting or they're just, barely getting by, or they may be thriving, but they may not know what to do with the money, and they still may be losing some of their cash flow that can help them take their finances to the next level. So the first part of our financial membership is teaching you how to properly correct your tax withholdings. We got a ton of videos that we've done teaching a person how to correct what's known as their W-4, the form you filled out that lets your employer know how much money you want withheld. The problem with that is this: most people don't understand how that form works, and if you don't know how to play the game, then how can you possibly win at the game that you don't know the rules to? When you fill out that form, you dictate how much you bring back in. Most people are overpaying in their taxes by having their form filled out incorrectly, so we help you address that. And when I say most people are overpaying, over 80% of Americans typically overpay. This came from the IRS, not from me. IRS put out a document years ago, an article years ago, that said that over 80% of Americans were overpaying in their taxes. That's over 100 million people. So it's a good chance you might be in that number. And when I say overpaying, that's $200 to $800 a month that many people are overpaying. Some way more, some less. But in the middle, $200 to $800. Ask yourself this: what could you do with an extra $200 to $800? Do you think you can get closer to your financial goals with an extra $200 to $800 if you fall into that range? And for most people, that answer is absolutely, because you can take that $200 to $800, apply it to some things that help you better your finances, and I'll prove it to you. So basically, if you had an extra $200 to $800, you can apply it into the other parts of the strategy. We also teach minimizing taxes via the cash flow manager. You see, a lot of times people just accept taxes. It's two things we got to do: pay taxes and die. Well, it's one set of taxes that you have the ability to control, and that's your federal income tax. You can't control a lot of the taxes that we pay when we're buying certain things, and it's a tax attached to everything. However, you can control your federal income tax. It's legal. The IRS recommends it and rewards it oftentimes when you do certain things that incentivizes the tax deductions that you qualify for. So we teach you how to do that using a cash flow manager, which is a system that allows you to keep track of certain things. And we'll show you how to take it to the next level, because if you have this system, you also position yourself to turn certain things you're spending money on already, maybe even the device that you're watching this on, the internet service that you're paying for this on, the phone bill that you're paying on a month-to-month basis, the miles that you're driving, you position yourself to make the things that you're already doing anyway tax deductible. So understand that having a system like this positions you to minimize your taxes to a level that you keep more of that money that adds to your cash flow, and now you're able to use that to build your wealth and hit your financial goals. Next up, eliminate debt. Now, we talked about the $200 to $800 that many people are able to generate once we teach them how to correct their withholdings. Many people can take that $200 to $800 and be out of debt a lot sooner. We have a system that you plug the numbers in, you'll know your exact debt-free date. If you're in debt and you're listening to me right now, what is your debt freedom date? Most people don't know. Most people don't know. But if you have a system, now you can plug it in and say, you know what? Feels good to at least know I'll be debt-free in 3 years. It would have been 8, or it would have been never, because I never took it into account what it was required, or I never generated the cash flow. So now you can put that money to use that was going away anyway, but now you're able to eliminate debt with it. We also teach people inside the membership how to build great credit. You can do this yourself. And this is coming from a person who owns a credit restoration company. Yes, I do it for people because sometimes people don't have time. Sometimes people don't have patience. Sometimes people just don't want to do it. So they hired me for, me and my team for the services, and that's no problem. However, this system teaches you from A to Z how you can go about boosting your credit holistically. And then last, investment education, due to the fact that you want to have your money working for you. A person who is not investing is not even on the road to wealth. It's not even on the road to personal financial success and freedom, because you want your money to be making you money. Your money is what's going to make you wealthy. Your money is what's going to make you rich, not just making more money. And we had to learn that the hard way. We were just kind of focused on making the money, not knowing that, man, we should have been giving our dollars some instructions and putting money in places that can have it growing and multiplying. And that's where investment education comes in there. Next up is a travel membership. Due to the fact that, we understand that a person shouldn't solely be so serious about their finances, debt elimination, saving, because they can make life stagnant or feel as though it's not as fulfilling. And we get it. But if you're at least rewarding yourself for doing some type of travel, even it can be a staycation, it helps to benefit you. And we have a travel membership that's incorporated in this because we understand that personal financial success is a goal, but many people who have freedom now, because they freed themselves up, would love to do certain things in leisure, and that's great. You want to be doing that. Money likes to be used in a way that helps you fulfill certain things you want to do. It helps you grow your money, but at the same time, it likes to be experienced in areas like travel. So what does our travel membership entail? And I'm going to tell you why that's important. I was reading Tony Robbins' book, Money, and it's a 600-page plus book, and I'm about halfway through, about 350 pages in. But anyway, I read this story as it relates to somebody who was so serious and so stuck on bettering their finances that they weren't doing anything to reward themselves. And that's great, because that's discipline. That takes, some type of strategy and focus. So I applaud that. Trust me when I tell you. However, what's funny is, and I'm going to make this as brief as possible, they went on a cruise. They had been saving for so long, got to a great place, and went on a cruise, said, you know what, we're going to finally splurge. We did this, we did that. We're at the age of retirement, and, let's go on the cruise. So they went on the cruise, and they knew that it was going to be food and extravagant meals and beverages, things of that nature, and they said, we're going to be smart. We still want to be smart with our money because we've been so focused. We're going to pack cheese and crackers on our trip. So they packed their cheese and crackers, went on the cruise, was having a great time. But every night, if you've been on a cruise, you'll be able to understand where I'm coming from. Every night when it was time to eat and they got to bringing out all of the fine dinings and deals, everybody else would sit there and partake in the meals. They, on the other hand, went back to their room, disciplined, ate their cheese and crackers. Discipline. They did this every night. They were on the cruise for a week. So they did this day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, cheese and crackers. Because they were like, we want to keep our wealth, and I respect that. But that last day, they said, you know what? All right, we've been disciplined. Now let's reward ourselves with this fine dining. So when the meals came out that time, they stuck around, they ate, they had dessert, they had beverages, the whole 9 yards, and then they asked the waiter, hey, where's our ticket? And the waiter said, you didn't know? The meal came with the trip. So here it is. They were eating cheese and crackers and not experiencing life because they were so focused on the financial goal that they had, which is great, but they settled for cheese and crackers versus being able to have the experience, and the meal came with the trip. That's all another conversation. So we include the travel membership to save you money so you can explore and live life throughout your journey, not waiting until the end, because then you find yourself eating cheese and crackers even though the meal came with the trip. Up to 70% savings on travel, 110% price guarantee. In other words, if you find a better price, you get your money back and 10%. Rewards credits, hotels, resorts, rental cars, luxury residences, cruises, activities, attractions. This includes stuff like the Airbnb model, basically staying at someone's home. All of those things are in this membership. So understand the power in that. Now, let's go. Let's talk about making more money. And there we go. Let's go ahead and clear it all out. All right, move my screen. Hopefully you can see this, but I'm going to read everything just in case my image or video is in the way. We teach you how to make business income, because in a membership, yeah, you want to better your finances, but you also want to increase your cash flow. One of the things that we teach is accumulate as much cash flow as you possibly can. That can be from minimizing your taxes using a W-4. That can be from bettering your credit, so now you're paying less in interest. That can be from debt elimination, so now you no longer have those debts to pay and you roll that money over to something else. But you do not want to sleep on business income. If you understand anything, especially with 2020, Another stream of income, not having a side stream of income, not having a home-based business is disastrous to your wealth. You want to have another stream of income. But if it's partner in a platform that teaches you how to better your finances, whether you make business income or not, that's the place you want to be. Sometimes people chase the income but don't understand the personal finances, so they lose the chase. They lose what they were chasing. But if you have a system that's teaching you how to better your finances and you get business income, now your mentality is able to embrace the business income that comes along with it. Plus, that leads to additional tax deductions. Like I stated, if you're making money or in pursuit of earning business income, there are over 400 tax deductions that you can benefit from. All you need is a strong 12 to 16, and you can literally be in business for free. A business doesn't cost you because of the tax deductions that come along with it. It costs you not to be in business. So literally what I'm showing you will not cost you, but it will cost you not to take action. All right, successful stories and testimonials. You make money with successful stories and testimonials because as you start having success, you're able to say, you know what, I corrected my withholding. I brought in an extra $800 per month. You share that story with somebody else who's going to want to join you. But we have tons of testimonials that other people have benefited from that you can share, which makes people interested in getting access to this membership, and you make money because of that as well. Then we have automated technology tools. So sometimes you need systems in place in order to make sure you're getting your message out on a regular basis, regardless of you having to be there. So we got tools that show you how you can send out messages and have follow-ups in place that communicate with people on your behalf. We love to do videos and connect with people on a regular basis, so this is one of our methods, but we do have tools that help assist a person through their journey. We also have high-demand products and services. What are those high-demand products and services? Well, we've already went over a couple of them, and all right, I think I'm going to jump off of this screen. All right, now let's talk about it. We got the income shifting membership, the travel combo membership, the elite business membership, which is the one I recommend. I recommend the elite business membership because it entails more. However, you can start at the income shifting membership level. That's the most basic, focus on the finance, your credit, the whole 9 yards. The travel combo includes the income shifting member and the travel, but the elite membership is the all-inclusive. So I recommend doing that because it positions you to really be financially in place to earn money, understand marketing, also have the travel perks, sell everything that's available to be sold, and you get the income shifting membership as well. But we also have a standalone travel membership that can be sold to others, or if you just want that for yourself, then by all means you can do that. Standalone My Credit System. You can sell the DIY credit system standalone if you have the income shifting membership. Either one of these memberships will allow you to sell the standalone My Credit System. Or if you just want the standalone My Credit System for yourself, by all means take advantage of it. It's tutorials showing you step-by-step what to do, downloadable letters, things of that nature, the whole 9 yards. And we have other great products and services that we won't get into right now because, you know, I just want you to get an understanding of what you truly get access to. Now, we have a world-class compensation plan, up to $50 on personal sales, up to $17 on team sales, and up to $17 on monthly residual income. You have residual bills. Why not have some income that's going to keep paying you even though you did the work last year? That's what residual income is. As you explore what you have to offer and you share it with those who may be interested in it, now they join and you get access to the team sales, the personal sales, as well as the monthly residual income. Now, a lot of people get lost right here because they're like, it's network marketing. I don't want to do network marketing, blah, blah. I hate network marketing. And this is where you got to change your perspective. In life, sometimes it's not what you know, it's who you know. So if that's the case, then we're teaching you things to give you some extra knowledge. So just in case it is about what you know, you're getting that knowledge. But as it relates to it being about who you know, that's a matter of networking. So what we did was woven in the what you need to know, the knowledge, and the who you need to know, the network. So if you get access to this type of network, now you get access to people that can help you further along your journey because you got access to the network. But if you're so terrified of network marketing, then you miss out on certain people who could have served as the bridge to get you to where you were trying to go. So do not close off to that. The fact that it has a network marketing compensation does not escape the fact that you can do this and accomplish financial success without networking and building a business. We just want you to understand how this creates more cash flow from an income standpoint, and as well as the over 400 tax deductions that come with having a home-based business. So we don't want to leave this off the table and deprive you of the cash flow that you can bring in by having a business that you can operate from your phone, from your home, and really position yourself knowledge-wise, network-wise, cash flow-wise to hit your financial goals faster. All right, let's proceed. So let's talk about it. This is just an example of income potential. We're not making any income claims, just some, examples. Let's say you did 10 weekly sales, 500 in weekly pay, yearly sales, 500, and then in monthly residual that you can accumulate if you stayed on that pace. Weekly sales of 30, weekly pay up to $1,500, yearly sales $1,500, and that's monthly residual $25,000. Monthly residual. A lot of times this will replace your job. Even that first one will replace your job in many cases, because now you're able to build this as a business. Now, this is in the event that you're thinking from an angle of you're doing it yourself. But as this thing grows, you have other people who are serious and advocates for personal financial success that they're like, look, just like you got a Netflix account, just like you got another membership, you need a personal financial success membership to show you how to make some of the other money you're spending tax deductible. In other words, our membership shouldn't be considered to be a bill. It's an investment that shows you how to keep thousands of dollars legally, ethically, and morally, and because of it, you can build some strong income. Let's go. So when you decide that you wanted to sign up, and you have options, and depending on when you're watching this video, these numbers may change, because I honestly believe that, and I'm not sure what just happened there. It kicked me out. It kicked me out. So hopefully you're able to still see me or the screen, and I'm pulling the screen back up, and I'm going to assume that the screen is showing now. But basically, the Income Shifter membership is second to none. But at the same time, you have a travel combo membership or the elite business membership. I recommend the elite business membership because it's the all-inclusive. The all-inclusive. And it helps you build your business. And this is what you got to understand. Like I said, it doesn't cost you to be in business. It costs you not to be in business. Because this $99.95 startup cost is 100% tax deductible. Why? Because it's a business. Now, all of these are businesses. So there's $19.95, $34.95 a month, tax deductible. $44.95, $44.95 a month, tax deductible. But the elite business membership teaches you certain things to help you market the business. And once you understand marketing, then you can increase the money that you earn, and it makes these prices obsolete because they're not only a tax deduction, but the strategies will help you save way more than $69.95 a month just off of the W-4, just off of the tax deductions that you get access to. And then lo and behold, you incorporate some income. So I recommend that, but all options are available. The Income Shifter membership includes the tax withholding training, the cash flow manager, my credit system, debt elimination, investment education that we went over, showing you how to increase your cash flow where you are. And if you're not a worker, you don't have a job, then consider this, because I talk to a lot of different people who are self-employed or business owners, and you believe it or not, they have a lot of things that they don't understand about tax deduction, and they're leaving thousands or putting thousands of dollars on the table. When I talk to my barbers and beauticians and, people who are even in music, they're leaving a lot of money on the table. So don't let that be you. Just because you don't have a job, don't feel as though this doesn't fit you, because this membership was designed to meet you where you are and position you to help others if you've already accomplished certain things. So I just speak on the Income Shifter membership and the elite membership. If you're at a place where, $99.95 is a stretch, okay, $19.95, don't delay getting access to the membership. But if you like, I don't mind investing in myself because I understand I need a tool, a system, a way to achieve personal financial success, then by all means, invest in that elite business membership. You get access to us. We got a 30-day plan of things you need to do to get in position, already ready for you. It's waiting on you. So this is not to, try to, what's the word I'm looking for? Try to convince. We know what we have. We know the value in this. This literally could be $1,000. There's people selling less than what this value, that has less than what comes in this value for thousands of dollars. Literally, 3,000 plus, 1,000 plus. But we know the value in this. So if you see the value, great, get access to the value. But if not, no big deal, no pressure. Thank you for watching this video. And then because you watched this video, then, I got some freebies that you can get access to in one of the links below. So make sure you take advantage of your freebies. But if you see the value, then I'll get a notification that says, hey, this person, congratulations, this person just joined your team, and I'll be in touch with you within the next 48 to 72 hours. Hopefully this helps, but this is the first step to having personal financial success to hitting your financial goals systematically, not just winging it, not just trying to figure it out, and increasing your net worth, which ultimately turns into you increasing your net worth. That's all I got. Mr. Smith, .5 of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, signing out.